What's going on, Dark Avenger Nation, and welcome back to another episode of Most Anticipated. And I am really excited as books are starting to pour back in. Most Anticipated is going to be getting harder and harder to decide between all of the books I'm reading. But this episode, I'll be talking about books coming out on July 29th, 2020. Last week of July, exciting times, and some of these books I feel like I've already talked about. And I did, because now everybody's trying to catch up with where we are because they had a 3-month gap. So let's waste no time. Let's get into these books. First up this week, That Texas Blood, issue number 2. Issue number 1 surprised me. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. Really cool, great cliffhanger at the end. I'm really excited to see where this series is going. That could have easily been a one-shot, except when you got to that last page with that cliffhanger. So now I'm really excited to see where we're going next with That Texas Blood. Love the character already, the main character of the book. Love the story. Artwork is gorgeous as well. Definitely a series you should check out coming out of Image Comics. Empire number 3. Reminder of that big checklist, by the way. I don't know where I'll be with Empire issue number 3. I'm going to be reading issue number 2 this week. And that is going to determine if I'm going to be reading issue number 3. Issue number 1 left me on the fence. Wasn't sure if I was going to keep it. Wasn't sure if I was going to drop it. By issue 2, I'll know. However, I have to anticipate Empire issue 3 because that is the big event going on in Marvel right now. So hopefully I'll be reading issue number 3. Stay tuned for the comic review to see if Empire remains on my review pile. Suicide Squad issue number 7. Really excited to read this. I've been loving Tom Taylor's Suicide Squad. It's been an amazing run so far. And now, Deadshot. Something big's going to be happening with Deadshot. It was all over social media. Tom Taylor's been teasing about it. I'm really interested in seeing where DC is going to be going with Suicide Squad, where Tom Taylor's going to be going with Suicide Squad. Definitely a book you all should be reading. Some really interesting characters debuted at the very beginning of this series. And I feel like these are going to be characters we're going to be seeing down the road beyond Suicide Squad whenever this run of Suicide Squad ends. But I've been enjoying it. Great art, great story. Something definitely to check out coming out of DC Comics. Amazing Spider-Man 45. We just talked about 44. The Kindred. The Kindred made his appearance finally to Peter Parker in the form of a dream. But now I'm really excited, especially with that last page cliffhanger with all of the Spider Family, or certain people of the Spider Family, I should say. Really want to know where Kindred is going, where this arc is growing. I've been loving it. Definitely. Amazing Spider-Man has been great. It's been an amazing run so far. Definitely something to be reading. Definitely. I'm really happy. Amazing Spider-Man. Spider-Man's been amazing lately. The title says it all. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue 52. We just talked about issue 51, and here we are again. Issue number 52. Draken, the Dark Rangers. What's going on? And then the last page of that issue. So many things going on in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I'm really happy. The way they've been going, I mean, Shattered Grid was amazing. Now we're going into Draken Part 2. What's happening? What's going to be going on? And by the time that this book comes out, the first issue of Ranger Slayer, or the one-shot of Ranger Slayer, will be done. And we'll be moving into the Lord Draken miniseries. But, oh man, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers has been a fun read. If you're a fan of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, you will have been reading this all the way through already to issue 52. It's a great series, though. I've been truly enjoying it. Definitely, Boom Studios has been doing a great job with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. X-Men number 10. I've been waiting for X-Men. We had X-Factor come back. We had other X books come back. So happy that Marvel's starting to release all their books again. X-Men number 10. I might have to do what I did with X-Force and go back and read the past couple of issues just to remind myself where we're at with X-Men, because it's been a while. And I've been enjoying X-Men, I could say that. Most of the X titles are titles I've been enjoying. I think there are about 2 or 3 titles I'm not reading from X-Men right now. But the main X-Men book has definitely been delivering. Jonathan Hickman's been delivering with this series. I'm really interested in seeing what his big payoff is, because Jonathan Hickman writes in the long run. So I'm looking forward to get to that end game and see where his X-Men run is going to be taking us. Speaking of X-Men, let's talk about X-Factor issue number 1. It's dropping. Finally, it's 3 months later, but here we are, X-Factor number 1. Really interested in seeing where Jonathan Hickman's going to be bringing this X-Factor team, how it's going to fit in. Will I like this series? I mean, I've tried every single X-Men series that has been released. since Jonathan Hickman took over X-Men. So X Factor, never read it before, but going to be giving it a try, and I'm really interested to see if I'm going to like it, if it's going to stay in my read pile, and essentially end up joining the X-Men trade paperback pile, because I'm getting X-Men, I'm getting X-Force, Marauders. This definitely is going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to this issue number 1. Returning also, Darth Vader, Star Wars Darth Vader, issue number 3. Oh man, I don't even need to reread issue 2 and 1. I remember where we were at with the guard that looked like Padme, but it isn't Padme, teaming up with Vader now, trying to find Luke, because he knows that Obi-Wan hid him away, and now he wants to find his son and try to rectify what was done to him, because he feels he's weak. What is going to happen, and who is the traitor? He wants to find out who did all the hiding, who hid Luke away and make them pay for it. I think most of them are dead by this part in the story anyway, but it'll be interesting if there are others that were involved, keeping Luke secret from Vader, and it'll be interesting also to see if Vader finds out about Leia. But I don't think so. I think he finds out about Leia. No, he might actually find out about... I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. See, I love this. I love the guessing. What's he going to find out? So I'm really, really excited to get back into Darth Vader. Up next, we got TMNT Annual 2020. I'm really excited because this is going to be covering all the stuff going on behind the scenes. What's happening in the TMNT universe right now. And obviously this is going to be teasing future events possibly. I don't know. It's going to have Shredder in it. A lot of stuff going on. I love annuals. I love that TMNT does this once a year. I'm really excited to get into all the... This is Tom Waltz and Kevin Eastman, so I'm really excited to see the old team back writing TMNT for this one-shot annual. But I'm also excited to see what they're setting up for future issues. And speaking of future issues, TMNT issue number 107. We just talked about 106 last week, and I have no mind. I do not mind reading another issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles so fast. Sophie Campbell's been doing an amazing job on TMNT since issue 101. Really excited to see about more of the Slithery, see if who he's working for. If he's working for someone, maybe the annual will tell us about it. Maybe they won't. Maybe they're saving it for the main series only. TMNT has been going so strong. If you have not been reading TMNT, get those hardcovers or start with issue number 101, because issue 1 through 100 was its own little story, and now we're moving forward from there. And what I love is if you get issue 100's deluxe edition, it literally writes the entire timeline out for you from issue 1 to issue 100, and it gives you issue 100. And you could just jump in from issue 101, and you only have 6 issues then to catch up on. TMNT has been going so strong. It's one of my favorite. It is my number 1 favorite comic that comes out each and every month. And having it come out twice this month, I am really happy. That's all I could say. Please, IDW, if you want to play catch up for a couple of months, give me 2 issues of TMNT. I have no complaint about that, and I'm looking forward to TMNT The Last Ronin, which is going to be coming out really soon as well. And with that, that's it for this week's most anticipated. So many books to be excited about. What are you excited about? Let me know in the comments below. Would love to hear what you are most excited for reading next week. But until then, I guess there's nothing left to do here except to cue the outro. Hey, did you enjoy that video? If you're new, consider clicking that subscribe button for more. Also, click that notification bell to be notified when live streams and videos are posted. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Come over to Facebook.com and join the Dark Avenger Nation to continue the conversation beyond YouTube. Don't forget to check out my website, ShootingStarUniverse.com, for all the content I do across the web. And for anything else, check the links in the description below. And as always, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and I'll see you really soon in the next one.